These are Topanga Rolls, an all-vegetarian sushi roll which my family has invented, which I'll show you how to make in a series of tutorials. To this one will just be a brief introduction because there's an egg crepe preparation and also the sushi rice preparation that I'll go into in much more detail because you have to do that first before doing the assembly of the fresh ingredients. So now I'll show you the assembly. You use nori, which is a dried seaweed that you can just buy at most fancy grocery stores or order online. And then the sushi rice. I always wet my fingers, makes it easier to apply the sticky rice. And you can also use a wooden spatula or various other things. And you put a relatively thin coating of rice, which forms the basis of the sort of taco roll or Topanga sushi roll. And then we add some ingredients, which took us a lot of years of trial and error to figure out the ones we liked the most. I don't have all of them here. I ran out with some of them tonight, so you won't see them here in this example. But we use a light vinegar, basically a sweet and sour vinegar to flavor the rice. And then we use a little sesame oil in the egg. And then we put toasted sesame seeds on the rice. And we add the egg roll, avocado, julienned carrots, a slice of cucumber, and alfalfa sprouts. And all that gets put on together. And we also, I think you saw me apply a spicy mayonnaise, which is basically shiracha sauce in mayo, and a little Chinese chili oil, which we just mix to taste, and that gets put on. And then all of those ingredients are wrapped tightly in the nori roll. I usually do a pre-roll with my fingers, so I'm losing the avocado there. And then we'll use the mat to really kind of cinch everything down and make it tight and make it hold together. It also gives it that classic shape, right? So it's kind of flat on the bottom, which is fine. Then we slice it. Now my trick is to use a serrated bread knife. You can use a very fancy chef knife, like they do in the restaurants, of course. But a serrated bread knife works great because it's a contrast in textures. The nori outside is dry and crunchy and fresh. Of course, the longer it sits on the rice, the more wet it gets and the more rubbery. But if you serve it immediately, you get a nice crunch of the outside with the soft, gooey, and even slightly warm inside. Now, really, you need to chill the rice. We're lazy and we always use warm rice, which makes the exterior less crunchy, and then display it onto a tray and you're ready to go. I'll go into more detail later in a full tutorial, but here's an introduction to Topanga Rolls, an Enos family classic.